Hello, welcome to Miemie's Keepsakes. I'm Arnell. I am back with the day 2 of the 100-day project, and we are still following along. If you watched my video yesterday, I am going to try to finish Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah. She has 100 episodes or different projects that she makes in her mask making sessions, so I want to see if I can do all 100 in 100 days. Wish me luck. So today we're on, like I said, day 2. It's fold out pockets and a very easy project. You just need some paper. It folds open and you can write. Just grab my journal. So you can just open this. If you glue there, say for instance you could just glue there and there, it can be a belly band. You can glue all 3 sides and then it's just a pocket that opens up, or you can we said the belly band, or it can even be a pocket on this side. So many options, but the idea is to glue it down. Just put that in there, glue it down on your page, and it opens up and it gives you some writing space here. All I would, if you're doing this, I would make sure maybe that my pocket doesn't go off the page like here. Glue it on a little higher so that when you're writing, you can write to the bottom. If it's off your page, you're going to struggle to write on this bottom part here. That's one tip. And then if you do want to add bulky decorations, try to remember that this piece on the front here, this piece would be writing space too. So don't make it too bulky. Say for instance you want to add some lace or doily, maybe do not add it here, but maybe add it on the side or on this flap, so that when you're writing it's not affecting your writing. That's just the one couple of things that I was thinking of. Then the other thing is, when you can always just paper clip this in or tuck it in a pocket. I just used 30-pound copy paper, so it's just a tad thicker than regular copy paper. It's not bulky, it's easy to use. Yeah, so the only thing that I would think about when I pick paper is to remember that you're going to fold this flap up or to the side, because you can always put it this way as well, depending on the direction of your paper. And then like this one, I'm going to glue down. If I'm not going to glue down, I will probably pop something on that bird that's now upside down because I folded it over. So just remember that you're going to make folds, so the direction of your paper, it does make a difference. But even if you're folding it up and say for instance the bird was sitting here upside down, you can always glue something on top to hide that. So let's get started. Excuse me. Let me just grab. I was thinking I want to do, let's do just one first before I do that. So it's very easy. If you want this size of pocket, in the end it will be, let's see, it is 3 3/4 inches by 5, so it's effectively a half page, you know, half of a regular copy page or A4, or oh, I didn't cut this very straight, I'm just going to fix that quickly, or an A4 would give you a reasonable size and it would fit into most journals. Of course you can make bigger ones. Let's just do this one now. So 5 inches. Move that over for the writing a little bit. Let's just make one and then go from there. So it is honestly so easy. So the only thing that I would say is like this one, because there's writing on, I'm going to consider the direction of my page. If I fold it up this way and the flap comes over, that is upside down. But if I fold it this way, the writing is right side up. So just think about that before you make your folds. Sorry about that sound. And you should be okay. And like I said before, you can even just glue the decorations on top, lace or whatever, if your writing is upside down. Not a big problem. So, and the other thing to consider is maybe, I'm just gonna cut this off, there's a white piece here. The other thing to consider, I would say double-sided paper is the best, or coffee-dyed paper, just unless you don't mind white. I just printed a background paper on here. So that is it. 2 folds. Let's do it again just to show you and not worry about the direction of my paper and talk about that. Just so it's just a matter of, this is half a regular page, and it's just 2 folds, and there you have your folded pocket. It is done. So very easy. That's what I like about Dina's projects. They're extremely easy to make. So let's see if we can make a bigger size. So shall we do, like, this one would be too wide. Let's just tear it off here. And so this time we're going to take the paper this way, fold it over, so, and with a flap, and it's just a bigger size. Depending on your base paper, that would be a size. Let's do one with book page, and because my book page is printed on both sides, I am just going to put some coffee dyed paper on the other side so I have writing space. This is obviously, I think this would be great as well for adding photos. You can write, even tuck the photo in your paper or your pocket. Let's just cover this. With glue. And we'll tear this, just get rid of that white. And because this is a glue book page, obviously some of the writing is going to be upside down, but I am not going to worry about that. And again, I'll just get all of these little creases out of my paper that I glued on. Okay, and I'm just going to fold it over. Oh, I should wait for this to dry, but if you're doing this at home, do the gluing and then the folding. Okay, so let's do more easy ones. So this one, excuse me, just going to cut it in half. So we'll do the cutting. I'm thinking let's just do an avocado dyed one. These ones. And I'm going to have 2 of each because I'm cutting them in half. Let's make a tall, skinny one from this one again. Just different pages. And I have used this one yesterday too. If I fold it, which way will I be folding it? This way. So yeah, that won't work. Let's do this one like this. And this one. Let's make half a one again. And I have some white edges here on the bottom. When I cut the border off, I probably didn't do a great job. So let's get rid of that little white border there. But with these, I mean, you can make a lot of these in a very short period of time, for sure. I'm going to use only this one. This one, if I fold it over, won't work. This one. Let's see how many we can make. Obviously, I won't be decorating all of them on camera, but it will. Not gonna use that one again because same problem. The flowers will be upside down. So we have a big stack here that we can very quickly do. And of course you can add variations to this. You can make it a flippy pad, and Dina does that on her 102nd video. So that's an option. You can do that. You can what else? You can even add pockets in here, but we're just making a simple flip up pocket today for writing. It's almost like a faux envelope. If you say, for instance, let's do that. I know I've seen the faux envelope. So if you, for instance, fold this in, or let's just cut it like this, it would look like a faux envelope, and you can just fold it open and write on it as well. That's another little something you can do. Oh yeah, yesterday I was talking about any suggestions to watch on Netflix, and my friend said we should try to watch, or we should watch Medici. And I know we started watching it before. My husband didn't like it, so he was watching hockey last night, so I started watching it again, and I am enjoying it. So if you haven't watched it before and you like that kind of period themed dramas, it's definitely something to think about. Of course, I started watching it and couldn't stop, so I went to bed very late. Can't blame it on jet lag this time. It was my own fault. And because you're not going to, like, this is just regular avocado dyed coffee paper. I don't think you necessarily, I know Tina likes to use more sturdy papers for her projects, but I think this is just fine. You're going to write on it and flip it close, and maybe if somebody's flipping through your journal, they might open it or not. So I don't think it's necessarily like the 30-pound paper is more than enough, I think, or sturdy enough, because I do find that a lot of times I'm making my journal, or I'm writing in my personal journal, and it becomes so bulky that you cannot, you know, by the middle or the end of the journal, you're struggling to write in your journal or to keep it open because it's just flipping open because it's so fat and bulky. And yeah, I know some people like the bulkiness. For me, it's just not practical when I'm writing in my own journal, so I don't like a too bulky journal. Anyway, so we have a bunch of these now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 in no time. So this is a great project in front of the TV. It is great for using scraps. Let me see if I can find a smaller piece of scrap here. I'm looking for maybe like a tall, long, skinny one here. This one already has a fold in it. Let's just get rid of the fold. And let's see, like this is a small piece of paper, but look, you can just change that into one tube. And I was looking for something more let me just take this piece of paper and tear it to the size that I want it. I know I'm trying to show you that you can use your scraps, but I don't have the right size. Like, say for instance, even this is a tall, skinny one. You can do this too. So go into your scrap papers and make these. They can be any shape and form and any size. You can use a lot of your scraps. I'm just looking at this one. Let's make this one into one too, because this was left over from yesterday. This is a tall, skinny scrap. Let's just use it. And this one is not double-sided. It has the white inside. You know what, embrace the white. There's nothing wrong with white. There. And so this one, because it's small enough, I can use it this way as well. But again, when you are decorating, remember that you want to glue this. If you're going to glue it on, then writing on this piece here is going to be a problem. So just, if you're just tucking it into a pocket, it's obviously not a problem, but just look at how pretty that looks on a page. I don't think you need anything more. And you can, if you're decorating this, you can add the lace and stuff on the page and make it pretty. But let's decorate these. Stop talking about how we're gonna use them in our journal. So let's just start with this one, since it's just sitting here. And I honestly don't think it needs a lot. If I do want to add some lace, I would add it up here, because then when you flip it open, it's not going to interfere with writing. But I was thinking I had a small label here, and what happened to my label? Even that is just cute, and I have this piece of fabric just sitting here. Might just add that, but that wasn't the label I was thinking of. Okay, I don't know what I did with the label. So let's just move on. Maybe I'll do that. And do I want this little birdie here with a label here? And so a lot of times, if this was something else, I would have added some lace here, but I'm thinking, well, this is nice thin lace. Let's just see. Yeah, it won't interfere too much with my writing space, so I do think I'm gonna do that. I just want to ink this one up, so I might amend my statement and say, if you do have light enough, you know, not a thick lace, I don't think I would do a crochet doily on your writing space. Or am I overthinking this writing thing? I don't know. Let me know. Anyway, let's see. I'm going to put this here, this little birdie. And do I want to add my, no, maybe up here? No, let's just stick with what we had. So this one I'm going to glue down over here. Oopsie. Tore a little branch off, but that's okay. Nobody will be the wiser. And I am going to just add a small piece of lace here, just in case I might regret the lace later on for writing. Just flatten it so the glue is not too bulky either. And we're going, this is such a small piece of fabric, but I just feel like it just adds that little bit of, do I want it this way maybe? Yes, and I'm going to do it a little lower. There, oops. And a little bit more. Okay. Number 33. Okay. And then that is it. It is done decorated. Let's do another one. This one, and you can obviously also add something in here in your writing space. I'm going to leave it as simple as possible. So let's see what we can do with this one. I have a doily here. I just dropped a piece of paper that I wanted for this on the floor. Excuse me. Just going to straighten this a little bit, teensy tiny bit. And let's add some paper on here. And this part of the, oops, the doily. That way. And still have this left over from yesterday as well. Do we want, no, that is too see-through. No, no, no. Maybe, oh, there is some mushrooms. You know, something different. I always feel like I'm using a lot of botanicals, so let's stick with the mushrooms. And where did I put that stamp? I just, there it is, okay. Okay, let's glue this down. Oh, look at that nice page on the back. That would have been, if this paper isn't as fragile. This is a box of very fragile books I found at the thrift store, and they were selling the whole box, and most of the covers were coming off. So I thought, oh well, I'll just buy the box because it had really pretty covers, even though all the spines were damaged. But I still want to make some of those open spine journals, and I was thinking those are perfect because they're already up, you know, coming apart. So that's the plan with that, and why I have so many of these fragile looking papers and always are using them. So let's just stamp. I bought these stamps from the stamp from Amazon, and it doesn't really have didn't have a brand name with it. I think it's some of those that's actually from, you know, places like AliExpress that they now sell on Amazon. That is dirty. So I think that's where that one is from, so I won't even try to tell you what the brand is. Just put a little stamp there. But I do like this stamp. It's a lot of different things, and I just keep it on my stamp, my acrylic block over here, and just keep using it all the time. What did I do with my mushroom? Oh my goodness, I lost the mushroom. Shall we go with something else? There's a bigger mushroom. I don't like it. It doesn't give me enough color. I have this leaf here. I don't know what I did with the mushroom. Okay, let's find. I had a mushroom here, but it totally decided to take, I don't know, start hiding because I can't find it. So let's just find something else. So I was thinking, because this keeps flipping up, let's try to find something that can keep that down. This, if it was bigger, would have worked. Of course, I printed it small because I was thinking of small things. Let's just use one of these. This is Shabby Dabby Doodah's Toppers note cards. Let's see how this works and go a totally different route than the mushroom, because I don't know where the mushroom went. Okay, let's do that, and maybe we will add a flower on here. Oh, I can even do that because it is cardstock, so let's do that. And then we need something here. Let's see if we can find, I'm thinking something like this, but I don't want blue. There's a pink one. Yeah, let's just do this. Okay, that is good. I'm going to add this. And so the other tip Tina was talking about when she was doing this, she was saying that when she wants to, you know, glue something down like this, but you want to tuck the flap underneath, she takes it, flip it over this way, and then add the glue like that, so she knows where, so she won't, you know, to stop gluing and not glue your closure down too much. So let's see if this works for me. Yes, it does. Okay, and then just this one. An old glue stick that I got there. Okay, and again we can add lace and stuff, but I don't even think I'm going to, because again, I don't want to interfere with my writing spot. Want to leave as much writing as possible and think about adding bulk to my journals. So there's another one decorated. Let's do one more. I have a big fat mess on my desk. We already did that one. Let's just look. And maybe this pretty pink one. I think this is Shabby Dab. No, Rachel from Roxy Creations. And like I said, you can do it this way as well, but I think I'm going to, well, let's do one this way. I was going to say, I think I'm going to stick to doing it this way, but let's do that way. This one is already on cardstock, so that would be great for a closure. So easy. Let's add some wonderful book page again. Book page works with everything. Book page, and we can always tuck this leaf in there, even though it has nothing to do with the butterfly, but that's okay too. And I had some I did print some labels, but don't know where the labels went. Oh, there's a label. And then I'm thinking, shall we simply add a label on here? This label might be a little bit too big. This one was more the size I'm thinking, but I don't know if I like big goal necessarily. Oh, there's more labels. Okay, we can get rid of big goal and find a smaller label. And of course, these die cuts from cardstock would be perfect as well for closures for this kind of thing. But let's stick with this. Okay. There is still a little bit left in this glue stick. Let's just use it, but it will come. See, this paper is so fragile, but I love it. It has such a great color, and it's a nice thin paper, but it is very fragile. Okay, and let's see where we want our, this die cut is a Sizzixton Holtz one, but I can't remember the name of this one. I will try to remember to add the die cut to my description box, but if I forget, please let me know. Where's my almost empty glue stick? Let's put that back in there. And then again, I'm going to add my butterfly here, lift it up so I can see where I need to stop gluing, and just add that on there. And then it opens up. Great little tip. Thank you, Tina. So that is it for today. It's an easy, fast project. Let's see what we did. Just going to move this away a little bit and clean up quickly. So we did quite a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That was my 18, 19, 20. That was my just my, what do you call it, to show you what we're gonna do, my sample for today. So very easy. It's fold open or flip open pockets, and it can go into your journal as a writing space, and it is basically just folded paper, and then you make it look pretty by decorating it. So easy, straightforward project for today, and you can make this in front of the TV. Thank you for joining me, and thank you, Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah, for all the wonderful ideas that you have on your channel, and we'll be looking into all of them for quite some time, quite a couple of days more. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so and leave a comment or a thumbs up. And I will see you tomorrow in day 3 of the 100-day project. Thank you. Bye.